Yo 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Monday.
Yes. Back to the work week. Good morning.
What's happening?
And we got to shout out our family at BET. We are on BET. Good morning, BET.
Yes.
VH1. Good morning.
Today is our first day of BET and VH1, but nothing changes.
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
People was asking, do I want powder? You know, do I want wardrobe?
Oh,
no.
you said powder. I said, what kind of powder are you talking about?
I've never sniffed no powder. Okay.
Right.
I've smoked it in a blunt with some weed, but never sniffed it. And I did it on accident. I didn't know that it was in there.
Okay, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How was your weekend? What you do this weekend?
Nothing, which is my favorite thing to do. My daughter had a cheerleading competition on Sunday.
I thought it was over.
It is, but it was like a little local competition to get them ready for like what is the Super Bowl of cheerleading in a couple of weeks. So that was local, but other than that, I did absolutely, positively nothing, which is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, my son Logan, he had a track meet, which I posted on my gram if you want to check it out. He gets busy. He's pretty fast, and then so you don't have a boy, but baseball at this age, when they're about 7, 8, 9 years old, is the worst ever. The games is just mad long.
Baseball's a boring ass sport. I've been told y'all that. Baseball was much better when everybody was on steroids.
The kids don't be hitting; they be walking all the kids. So it'd be a long game, and then the fields just had nothing but mosquitoes biting you up. It just be long. Mm-hmm. So I was out there long for the whole weekend watching my son play baseball.
Why do you keep stressing long like that, sir?
Because it felt like a long time.
Okay.
It felt like a long time.
We was supposed to have a co-host this morning. I think we're still going to have a co-host. But
what do you mean?
The text I just got said, "Hey, bro, my stomach is so messed up, like not even playing on the toilet with the emoji of the woman covering her face." So I replied, "What's wrong with your butt?" So we'll see.
When you're up in the ladder and your butt starts to bladder, diarrhea.
Do you still get diarrhea at 40-something years old?
Yes.
I just be feeling like, you get to a certain age where your bowels are just loose. And it's not even necessarily diarrhea. It's like loose booty when you get to a certain age. But that's just me. I was born in the 1900s.
Okay.
Those of us born in the 1900s understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Front page news, Teslin Figaro will be joining us. There's a lot of shootings over the weekend, man. It's too many shootings now.
By the way, this is why I hate when politicians say things like, this is not who we are. This is exactly who we are. This is American culture. Stop saying as American as apple pie. Start saying as American as gun violence.
No, we don't want to say that.
It's the truth, though.
It is. All right, we'll kick it with Teslin Figaro when we come back. And, of course, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051 if you need to vent. Phone lines are wide open. Good morning. It's the Breakfast Club. Let's go. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Teslin Figaro, good morning.
Good morning, Breakfast Club family. Charlamagne and DJ Envy.
How was your weekend?
Pretty good. Shout out to, y'all were mentioning, Charlamagne mentioned cheer. So I want to give a shout out to Cameron, my daughter's cheer coach. She made the FAMU cheerleading squad.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very excited about that.
Drop a bomb for that.
Yep.
That's dope. That's dope. Well, let's get into some front page news. Now, NBA, 76ers beat the Nets 121-101. Celtics beat the Hawks. My Knicks beat the Cavaliers. The Kings beat the Warriors. Lakers beat the Grizzlies. The Heat beat the Bucks. And the Clippers beat the Suns.
It's crazy how they your Knicks now, but when Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving was on the Nets, it sure was your Nets. You sure was at them Brooklyn Nets games.
It was always Knicks. I was always at the Knicks game. What are you talking about?
You was at those Nets games, too.
I haven't been to the Nets game. I have never seen Kevin Durant play in person.
It is amazing.
That's not. I've been to the Knicks game.
I don't know what's a bigger lie. I don't know what's a bigger lie.
Boyfriend to the Cleveland Cavaliers fan.
No, he took you.
No,
he took you. You was his date. I don't know what's a bigger lie, your beard or the tale you tell about being a Knicks fan.
I'm always a Knicks fan.
Okay.
Well, sure. Taz, what else we talking about? Where you want to start?
Yeah, we'll start with the NRA. Again, like you guys mentioned, so much gun violence this weekend happening more and more. But first, I want to send some love, healing energy, and demand justice for 16-year-old Ralph Yarl in Kansas City. Many of you probably saw this on social media. He was the kid that was going to pick up his two younger siblings from an unfamiliar address. He was shot in the head and then shot again when he was on the ground by a white man who answered the door when he rang the wrong doorbell. Now, as of this morning, the homeowner has not been identified. Hopefully, we'll get some more information on that throughout the day. But as right now, he has not been identified. He was taken into custody and placed under a 24-hour hold, and then he was released pending further investigation.
I'm so confused why he wasn't arrested.
Yeah. Well, they said that in order to get more information from the victim, in order to get more forensic data, they cannot hold him. And so folks are out protesting and demanding that, he be arrested, which as he should. And I would like to know the identity of the man as well.
Yeah, because the reality is innocent until proven guilty. But clearly, some type of crime was committed, right? Because that's not staying your ground. You can't shoot somebody through the door.
But what you mean identity?
His name,
his name.
Want to know
Okay.
like who he is, and it would be if it was us. If it was us, they would definitely know names, pictures, mugshot, everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and reveal who that is, so that the internet can do their own digging on his background. They do a better job than First 48.
And he shot him. He shot him twice, right?
Yes.
Yep, shot him once, and then when he was on the ground, shot him again.
Yeah, that's definitely not staying your ground.
Well, he's probably gonna say stand your ground because it was at his house. He knocked on the door.
But doesn't the person I thought the person had to break into
threat.
your house or something, or be some type of threat.
Well, it depends what person, the white person or the black person.
That is very true.
That's true.
That is factual. That is true.
So really, it really just depends. So we're going to see, because remember Trayvon Martin wasn't a threat either. So again. It just all depends on what justice system that we're looking at. But while more gun violence was happening in America this weekend, including 4 dead and 28 injured, we're going to talk a little bit more about that in the next hour. But Republicans and the current potential 2024 presidential candidates doubled down on gun politics this weekend at the National Rifle Association meeting, rejecting the idea that more gun restrictions would curb bloodshed. They cited scripture, issued prayers, they applauded law enforcement and demanded tighter security in schools. Donald Trump insisted that this is not a gun problem. The only way to stop these wicked acts is to ensure that any sicko who would shoot up a school knows that within seconds, not minutes, they would face certain death. He also nodded the party's focus on crime, saying that the issue is not too many guns, but too many thugs, hoodlums, and savage criminals on our street. Now, at the same time, Trump said he would investigate whether hormone treatments and genetically engineered cannabis leads to violence. Meanwhile, at the same time, Vice President Harris spoke about gun violence at the National Action Network convention. Take a listen to what Trump said at the NRA and what Vice President Harris said at the National Action Network convention, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Upon my inauguration, I will direct the FDA to convene, and it's going to happen quickly, to convene an independent outside panel to investigate whether transgender hormone treatments and ideology increase the risk of extreme depression, aggression, and even violence. I think most of us already know the answer, don't we? Furthermore, we have to look at whether common psychiatric drugs, as well as genetically engineered cannabis and other narcotics, are causing psychotic breaks.
While the NRA is holding its convention in Indiana. Now, you know what they've called it? They have called it a, quote, freedom-filled weekend. So we must ask, freedom-filled for who exactly? Because it's not for the parents who pray that their children will come home from school safe, from a classroom in Uvalde or Nashville. Not for those who pray that their loved ones will come home safe from a bank in Louisville, Kentucky, from a grocery store in Buffalo, or from everyday gun violence in communities across our nation.
Listen, man, as long as these politicians benefit from NRA money, you won't see any changes, okay? Like I always tell y'all, just look up these senators who benefit from NRA money, and you'll see that the NRA spent a lot of money to benefit, the political campaigns of these senators who directly oppose gun safety legislation. And they will always refuse to support common sense gun reform because the NRA is in their pocket. Simple and plain.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, Tez, we'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, call us up right now. Maybe you had a great weekend and you want to spread some positivity, or maybe it wasn't too great. Whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray!
Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is.
We live?
Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Tiana.
Hey, Tiana, get it off your chest.
Yo, Envy, I'm calling because we had a little beef over the pandemic. I'm trying to squash it with you.
We had a beef? What were we beefing over, Mama?
So, over the pandemic, your wife was really infatuated with Ray Dunn.
Ray Dunn, yes, I remember.
What is Ray Dunn?
And I'm the girl who got her pancakes.
Oh, you got her pancakes. So Ray Dunn is this company that sells like cute mugs. They sell like cute stuff for your pantry to hold, whether it's rice, whether it's pancakes, whether it's whatever it may be. And my wife was into it, but during the pandemic, it was very hard to get because most of the stores sold out. So I had these Ray Dunnans that used to buy my wife gifts, and I would have beef with them because they would buy stuff for my wife, and it wasn't me.
I still don't know what Ray Dunn is.
I just told you what it was.
You said he's like a secret shopper?
No, man. It's like a company that like makes like mugs and storage stuff for your pantry and stuff like that.
Oh.
So if you want to put rice in it, you make stuff like that. It's little cute things like that. I think they sell it at. What do they sell it at, Mama?
They sell it at TJ Maxx, Home Goods,
TJ
Marshall.
Maxx, Home Goods. Not expensive.
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying no attention.
I know you wasn't.
No, because our alleged guest co-host was texting me, and I thought she said she was at McDonald's on the toilet, and that's when I just was like, "Whoa, something's wrong. Something's wrong."
Well, Ty, I ain't got no beef with you. I love you.
All right, bet. I'm glad.
And you have a great morning, Mama.
You too.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Eggy Strange.
Eggy Strange.
Eggy like your breakfast. Yeah.
Get it off your chest, brother.
How's it going, man? I'm just out here in North Carolina, repping Robeson County, and I'm just out here complaining about this North Carolina weather, man. One day it's hot and cold. One day we got tornadoes. Next day we got sun. Next day we got snowstorms. Kind of like our state representatives out here, Trisha Cotham. I want to call her out for switching sides also. Messing up our political playing field.
When the last time North Carolina had snow?
Like 2 weeks ago, bro.
Oh, I didn't
2
know that.
weeks ago?
Dang.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, Eggy.
Climate change is crazy.
Have a good one, though. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Rashad from Jersey.
Rashad from Jersey. What up? Get it off your chest.
Hey, man, we have to tell our drivers, all our people, I know everybody ain't going to listen, you got to stop cutting these tractor trailers off. I'm one. I'm a driver, and I'm over the road. So when I come home, we gotta stop cutting these tractor trailers off, man, because some of these guys not stopping.
Man, you need no. I say that's the other way around. These tractor trailers need to stop cutting people off. Tractor trailers be driving like they cars.
They bullies.
I was gonna say that this morning when I was on the way into work.
Hey, yo, you can drive like a car, because if you weigh 40,000 pounds, I don't have the acceleration like a car. So, I got to stay in my lane. I can't punch out. Yo, I can't punch out like that.
Man, I be saying
you don't.
Some of these people need to.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be. Okay, so you don't want to be. I'm not going to say me. You don't want to be behind the driver. What you going to do? You going to try to go around him, right? Well, then you going to get in front of him like a car. He can't stop like that. He can't stop.
I agree, but listen, man, some of these people need to go back and do their CDL test over, because some of these trucks be trying to make a last minute turns and be trying to get over at the last minute. You're not a car.
And don't want to let people in sometimes.
Hey, listen, man, when you driving in Jersey and New York, right? These dudes don't know how to drive in Jersey and New York. That's why they hate coming to the Northeast. So if I'm from the Northeast, I might know how to drive like that. So if you got a guy that's from Mississippi, he don't know how to drive in New York or in Jersey or in PA. So when he make that last minute turn, he don't even care. But what I see a lot is drivers cut tractor trailers off. And listen, these guys now, they not stopping. They just had one in Mississippi, almost went over a bridge trying not to hit a car. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. I'm not going off the road. I'm not killing myself trying not to hit a car that cut me off.
I'm with you.
I'm just not going to do it.
But I think we all need to we all need to watch out for each other on the road, because I be seeing them tractor trailers, them truck drivers be driving like they got Hondas, bro.
Hey, listen, man, I'm one of them, man. I mean, I'm with you on all of that. A lot of these drivers ain't safe. They don't care. They'd rather try to be on time to deliver a load, and they don't care nothing about me, you, your wife, or your kids. They'll run you over, man. So we just got to be careful.
That's hard.
That's right. Well, be safe out there, man.
Think for them. Hey, Envy, man, I want to shout out Envy. Hey, yo, man, I seen you, man, when you was in AC at the car show, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, man, we had a blast, and I stopped and shook your hand. I want you to know that African dude that you stopped and talked to, I give a lot of respect to you, man, because you didn't have a lot of security and you was walking around with just your homies. But that was a warlord from Congo, and that dude loved you and Charlamagne the guy, and he recognized you. You might not remember this, but he stopped, you shook his hand, and he took a picture with you. But he just loved you, man, and that's my guy.
That's
and
what it is.
From Africa, man. All right, so, hey, man, thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
Yes, you in your truck, blow the horn right now. There you go. Be safe out there, brother. And
homie.
And shout out to anybody that comes out to my car shows. My next one, of course, we're doing it for in memory of Young Dolph in Memphis. That's May 28th. And we bring the whole city out. Like I said, it's a family fun day. We just like to look at the cars. They let the kids play. And whether it's parents, kids 5 and under are free. And that's May 28th in Memphis. We're doing it for Young Dolph. We're going to have Young Dolph's whole fleet. We're going to have the Young Dolph Museum. So if you haven't got your tickets, I can't wait to see you in Memphis May 28th. All right? Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
It's Jacob.
Jacob, what up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I'm tired of parents in the Bronx not whipping kids' asses because you got a lot of kids out here that think they could get away with and posting stuff on social media and not monitoring their social media and stuff like that.
What happened to you?
A
student threatened you or did something to you, bro?
There ain't nobody threatening me. I'm just tired of the nonsense on how parents can't discipline their kids.
I don't even know if it's a matter of they can't discipline their kids. They just don't know everything that their kids doing. You know how back in the day our parents didn't know everything that we was into? Now it's even worse because, you know, your kid might be on TikTok, Instagram, you know, Twitter, Facebook, all of these different apps your kid is on there doing.
As a parent, you should follow them because as a parent, I follow my kids on all the social media apps that they're on.
You don't know they burner accounts.
Absolutely. Instead of them getting sturdy, they should be reading some books.
I agree. You don't know all of your kids' burner accounts, though. Your kids got all kind of ad names you don't know about.
My kids' burner's account.
That's what you think.
That's why I pay the bill.
You think you know all your kids' burner accounts. You don't know all your kids' burner accounts on social media.
Yeah, I think I got my kids' burner
do.
accounts. Yeah, I think I got my kids' burner accounts, though. Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
My name is Mark. How you doing? Good morning.
Mark, what's up? Get it off your chest.
Yeah, I was just calling about the NRA stuff. I guess the concern is, like, the upstanding citizens will turn their guns in, and the criminals might know now there's no guns on the street, so it's kind of free-for-all for the criminals if they know no one has any guns.
I don't believe that.
What don't you believe?
Because the criminals don't know who got guns now. The criminals don't care. If a criminal got a gun, a criminal gonna try his hand regardless. A criminal.
Correct.
You think a criminal is thinking about, okay, I'm gonna run up on this dude right now and put the gun on him? You don't know.
I think in certain areas, I think if you're a criminal and you run up in somebody, let's say in Texas, 9 times out of 10, the person you run up is gonna have a firearm.
Absolutely.
If you're in New York, 9 times out of 10, the person is not gonna have a firearm because firearms are usually illegal and you get 3 years for an illegal handgun. So you're less likely to have a firearm in New York than in Texas or Florida.
Think about all the times you've seen people run up in stores and not know that person had something behind the counter, and now the criminal's like, "Whoa, I didn't know." Now they don't care.
But it's usually places in Florida. It's usually places like Texas. It's usually places like Georgia. It ain't places like where guns are illegal like that.
I don't think a person cares. I think a person that's committed and they have the intention of committing a crime with a firearm, they're gonna do it regardless and take their chances.
Right, but I'm saying is like in this Greenwood situation here in Indiana, a mall shooter got stopped because somebody was carrying a firearm. If that guy didn't have one, that could have been a lot worse.
Oh no, I'm with you.
It's my saying.
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm 2A all day, and I do believe that in those situations it's always good when somebody can stop it. But that's a prime example, right? That mall shooter came in there. He didn't know who was packing and who wasn't. He just wanted to shoot up the mall. Just so happened somebody was in there with a gun.
Yeah, I mean, that was my biggest thing with New York City, living in New York, that the criminals, of course, had guns, but a legal citizen, you could not even have a legal firearm. They wouldn't allow you to. Now they open it up a little more. It's still very difficult to get your firearm, but that was my biggest thing because, you working around, you driving, you going to work, you're trying to do what's right. And the criminal don't care. They know you can't have a gun because if you get caught with a gun, you got 3 years. So it makes it difficult for legal citizens to carry a legal firearm. But get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. When we come back, we got to tell you about OJ. He had some words for Hove. We'll talk about it next in the rumor, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. everybody. It's CJ, NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk OJ.
Rumor has it. Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on the Breakfast Club.
Now, O.J. Simpson was out in his car, and somebody ran up on him with a camera and asked him how he felt about Jay-Z's line where Jay-Z says, I'm not black, I'm O.J. Okay, and this was his reply.
What'd you think about that line when Jay-Z said, I'm not black, I'm O.J.?
Well, first of all, he didn't say it right. When Johnny was talking to me about it, and all it was going on is black, 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 I said, man, being black, this is me. This is about OJ.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't about black or white. It was about these guys were after me.
I mean, it's the same damn thing, OJ. Like that. Yeah. That was Jay's whole point with the song. Do we have a piece of the story of OJ?
Yeah, we do.
Can we play that?
OJ like, I'm not black, I'm OJ.
Oh, okay.
House again. Don't fuck with me. I'm a field again with Sean Cutlery.
All right.
Go play
what Jay said is actually softer than what OJ said.
Correct.
OJ straight up said, F being black. It ain't about being black. You know, it's about me. I'm OJ.
Right.
That's what the sentiment of the song was, sir. Did I use that word correctly?
I don't think so.
I think I did. I didn't say sentiment. That's what the sentiment of the song was,
You
sir.
did say sentiment.
No, I did not. I said sentiment.
You said sentiment.
Sentiment.
You said sentiment.
You know what the hell I meant.
I do.
Okay, just like OJ know what the hell Jay-Z meant. Okay.
Now, also, a couple of weeks ago, Meek Mill posted that he was trying to sell his Atlanta home. He said his real estate agent, he felt, wasn't doing a good enough job, so he wanted to post it on his Instagram, and the house was sold. You know who bought the house?
Yes, I heard the story.
Rick Ross purchased the house, but Meek Mill didn't know Rick Ross actually purchased the house. It was a surprise to him. He had no idea that Rick Ross was buying his house. Rick Ross paid $4.2 million in cash for the Buckhead estate. They said Meek Mill shared on Instagram that he didn't even know that Rick Ross was the new owner.
Does it matter?
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure he just wanted the house sold, but I think that's kind of weird. They were just in the studio a couple of weeks ago doing records.
Yeah, I think Ross would have probably told him, like, yo, I'm going to buy your crib, you know.
I think it would be a lot better. He would have got it a lot cheaper if he would have went, direct to Meek Mill.
But that's
because you wouldn't have a real estate agent.
But that's even better that, Oh yeah, no commission.
Because there's no commission.
Yeah,
if I go to directly, there's no commission.
Oh.
Well, that's like, you buy my house, I buy a house, and we don't even know until the deal is done. That's
Are we sure
weird.
the story is true? Yes, because I saw the headline. Has anybody confirmed that? Has Rick Ross confirmed this story?
Well, TMZ reported it. And then he reported after that, I sold that house quick. It was for sale like 2 years. I knew it would be gone as soon as I posted it as well.
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, that's very strange. Yeah. Now we got a report on Jamie Foxx. Now we all know that Jamie Foxx was rushed to the hospital a couple of days ago. People didn't know why. They said it was a mysterious medical complication, but they saying he's doing much better. They said it was serious enough to rush him to the hospital, but they said he's talking, he's speaking, and he's joking now. So we definitely wish Jamie Foxx the best. And that's it.
That's good. Sending healing energy to Jamie Foxx, man. Drop on the clues bombs for the GOAT, Jamie Foxx. And you know the beauty of that? I hope all of that is true. I hope he is laughing. I hope he is talking. I hope he is joking. And I hope he can see all of the love that people have been giving him. You know what I mean? Because one of the things that I hate is when people pass away and then all of a sudden, people talk about how you're the GOAT and you're the most talented of all time and how much they love you and how much you've done for people. But the person that's gone doesn't get to see that.
Yeah.
So in situations like this, I hope he wakes up and I hope he's up and he gets to see all the love he's been receiving.
Absolutely. And lastly, E40 was ejected from the Sacramento Kings game. Now, he's a huge Warriors fan. The Warriors is playing the Sacramento Kings at the Sacramento Kings home, and he was thrown out the game. Now, he was thrown out the game for arguing with another fan, and he said it was racial bias. He said the fan said something to him disrespectful, and he got back. He was heckled the whole night. He said nothing until the fan said something racial, and he said something back, and he was ejected. So now the league is looking into exactly what happened to see if it was right to put him out or throw him out the game.
I don't think you should throw no fans out for trash talking. I think you should treat it the same way you treat players. You know what I'm saying? If it gets a little bit crazy, then you might give them a warning and let them know, like, yo, y'all keep this up. We're going to have to eject y'all. But if it's just trash talking the same way the players are trash talking on the court, they should be allowed to do that. Because
not if it's racial, though.
No, he said it was racial because he's a black man and it was a white woman. It ain't like the white woman said, hey, N-word. You know what I'm saying? He just said he felt it was racial because he's a black man and there was a white woman. I just feel like you should allow, fans, let them talk crazy to each other as long as it doesn't get, too hectic.
Where somebody wants to fight, or where they're throwing beer or throwing juice or drink at somebody.
That's right. You give them a warning. If you see things getting too out of hand, and if it gets to a place of physicality, then you toss them out. But if it's just trash talk, man, let them people talk.
Now he said he addressed the heckler in an assertive but polite manner. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't think he get thrown out.
He probably said, what's my favorite word? Yeah. That's probably what he said.
That's probably what he said.
Yeah.
All right.
He probably didn't even get to the word. He just said, hey, better watch yourself.
Word?
You know what's my favorite word. Okay?
My G.
Don't make me say it like short.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, when we come back, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us. We got to talk more mass shootings. I'm tired of talking about it. It seems like this continues each and every week.
Yeah, and
it doesn't stop. It doesn't slow down.
I'm tired of talking about it because it's just a bunch of problems we discuss and no solutions.
Yes.
We know that we're not going to ever get to no solutions because most of these senators are in the NRA's pockets.
Right. And for everybody out there listening and watching, Jess Hilarious was supposed to be our guest host this morning.
But she got diarrhea. Let's call it what it is, bro.
But she's sick.
She got diarrhea.
She's sick.
She don't want us to say that, but she got the bubble gut.
She's sick.
She's right across the street, afraid to come sit in this studio because she don't want to be running, back and forth.
She's sick.
I'm trying to think if I ever had diarrhea at work. I don't remember.
I have. Just like that.
And you sharted on yourself.
I definitely sharted on myself.
I remember that. And then you threw your underwear in the trash can.
I sure did.
And from that day on, they've been thinking there's some weird stuff going on up here at the Breakfast Club.
Front page news is next. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Introducing The Game, a new single from The Lox, Rick Ross, and Fat Joe. This track is more than just a tribute for hoops culture. It's a lifestyle. Find out more at DraftKings.com/thegame. Available now on all major streaming platforms. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now it's time for some front page news. Good morning, Teslin Figaro.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne, and the Breakfast Club family.
Yo.
Yeah, let's start off with some sports real fast. The 76ers beat the Nets. The Celtics beat the Hawks. My Knicks beat the Cavaliers. The Kings beat the Warriors. Lakers beat the Grizzlies. The Heat beat the Bucks. Clippers beat the Suns. Now, I don't know if you've seen John Morant got hurt. I don't know how bad his injury is. He was actually trying to dunk on somebody and landed on his wrist. So,
a bunch of people got hurt yesterday. John Morant got hurt yesterday. Giannis got hurt yesterday.
The Greek Freak got hurt.
Tyler Hero got hurt yesterday. He had a broke hand.
Yeah. So we'll see how that plays out in these playoffs.
I think the Lakers going to win that series.
Yeah, I think so too.
I thought they was going to win the series even with Ja in there. But I think they definitely going to win the series if Ja's out there.
Nah, they look good. All right, what else we got, Taz? Where you want to start?
Well, we will start once again covering a mass shooting. Now, while the NRA convention was going on this weekend, we talked about that last hour, guys, so make sure you go back and hit the rewind and listen to the NRA convention story. But while that was going on, 4 people were killed and 28 were injured, including a high school football player this weekend at a Sweet 16 birthday party in Dadeville, Alabama. Now, authorities say that the shooting started around 10:30 on Saturday, but declined to answer any questions or provide any details on who the suspect is. Now, Biden has called the rising gun violence in the U.S. outrageous and unacceptable, which we've heard him say that many times before. He also urged Congress to pass laws, we heard him say that before as well, to try to do something to curb the violence. Now, this brings the total mass shooting now 163 so far in 2023. And like we mentioned again last hour, 16-year-old Ralph Yarl, who was also shot and injured in Kansas City when he went to the wrong door. So this is just back to back, and it's just to the point, guys, that now we're even trying to figure out, like, how do we prioritize what story to cover, because they just seem to all be mass shootings, back to back. And trying to get that information out there to the folks has been a challenge.
Yeah, and just like politicians, what can we say that hasn't already been said? All right, nothing is going to change. Mass shootings, gun violence is the American way. And as long as these politicians benefit from NRA money, nothing is going to change.
Yeah, and this one's a sad one because this town seen a mass shooting, I think, like 6-7 years ago in that same town. But what's really bothering me is it seems like they don't really have any leads. Like they haven't said a description. They haven't said why. The only thing that they said was they believe somebody attended the party with some firearms. They told them to leave, and all of a sudden it was this shooting. So it just seems like they don't have much information, and they're begging the people out there, if you heard anything, if you've seen anything, please report to the police.
That's the one in Alabama, right?
That's the one in Alabama, yeah.
And just the anxiety with it alone. I'm planning my daughter's Sweet 16 party in June, and just reading this, I was like, wow, like even at the Sweet 16 party, I know you guys probably feel the same way, being parents, it's just this constant anxiety, that's just back to back to back. My niece, a couple of weeks ago at OU, she was on campus when they had that gun scare. There was a shooting. I didn't get a chance to cover it because we were covering other mass shootings. But it's just the constant, worrying about your children and worrying about if they're going to make it home, and it's just ridiculous.
I feel like that anytime I'm somewhere where it's a large group of people, like even being at my daughter's, cheerleading tournament yesterday. Like it was one police officer there, he had like a Glock on him, but I'm sitting there thinking, damn, what if somebody comes in here with one of those weapons of mass destruction? What is that one officer going to do? But then I start thinking to myself, well, who else in here is carrying, just in case, and would be willing to start firing if something went off like that. My mind shouldn't even be on that, right? But it is,
right.
And Tez, I want to tell you with your daughter too. I don't know if this is even an option because I was nervous about it. I gave my daughter a choice to say that she could go somewhere that she wants to go, like a vacation to create a memory, or a Sweet 16, and my daughter decided she'd rather create that memory. So that saved me so much because I didn't want to do a Sweet 16 either. But like you said, having all these kids from different high schools that you really don't know was kind of like it was giving me anxiety as well.
Yeah, but then I shouldn't have to be, robbed of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want her to have the Sweet 16, the daddy-daughter dance, the whole little. Now there are people that we're doing a private formal party, but still, just the fact that I even have to think about that. You know what I'm saying? That just, it's ridiculous. And my sister, who's a teacher, she's like a sister to me. She's actually my best friend. Every day that she goes to the classroom, she has to figure out an exit plan. What happens? Do I run here? Do I go there? I mean, they can't even focus on teaching because of this mass shooting stuff. The anxiety is extra high.
You got to factor in mass shootings like you factor in what the weather's going to be.
That's right.
Like mass shootings is always could potentially be part of the forecast.
Crazy.
All right. Well, thank you, Tez. I know we had a lot to get to, but we'll see you tomorrow.
And listen, make sure you subscribe to the Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, hosted by Teslin Figaro. And Teslin will be with us this Saturday in Atlanta at Pullman Yards for the first ever Black Effect podcast festival. As of Friday, we only had 200 tickets left, so we might be sold out. I'm not sure, but just in case we're not, go to eventbrite.com or blackeffect.com for more information and snatch up those last little bit of tickets, and we'll see you on Saturday in Atlanta at Pullman Yards at the first ever Black Effect Podcast Festival.
Absolutely.
Right. Well, thank you, Tez, again, and we'll see you tomorrow. Now, when we come back, actor Derek Luke will be joining us, so don't move. We're going to kick it with Derek Luke. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Derek Luke, welcome.
What's good?
How you feeling?
Blessed, man. Blessed.
Man, good to meet you. When you walked in, man, you talked, and I was like, man, I feel like Puffy just walked in. Said, I'm hungry. You put me butt naked in the jungle. How about wearing a chinchilla?
That's what's up.
Do you hate that?
No, man. I respect Puff. I wanted to actually just, after digging a little bit, I wanted to play his story, but I realized it was because I felt like that was the element that was missing from the neighborhood. And I felt like Puff had this entrepreneurial vision vibe that maybe the studios wasn't trying to lift that story, but I felt like, the man that can, bring in $300 to $400 million. I felt like our generation needed to know more about that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I love playing Puff.
Now, for people that don't know, we're talking about, of course, the movie Notorious.
That's right.
So how was, since we're starting there, how was doing that movie? How did you get casted? To break that down for people that don't know.
The way I got cast was I was in the city doing some press, and my publicist at the time, I guess she was friends with Puff, but one of Puff's guards sent word that they wanted to holler, and I was like, word, okay.
And you're from Jersey, so you pretty much grew up with Bad Boy all your life, right?
Yeah. So, I was in LA, I was on Rodeo, and I heard somebody calling me one of my characters' name. Somebody like yelled out the car, and they called me Booby from Friday Night Lights.
Mm-hmm.
And I looked, and it was Puff, and I was like mad shocked. And we were talking, still nothing. And I get a call.
He was calling you. Are you sure he wasn't saying booty?
Yo,
shut up, man.
Puff a wild boy now.
Hey, I ain't going there.
You want to be bad that night. Get bad, man.
There y'all go.
You want to be bad.
That's where I'm at, right? Okay.
You forgot where you was at?
Oh man. So long story short, I get a call. I got a call, and it was like, "Yo, we doing Notorious." Like, nah, that ain't really for me. I was like, let somebody else rock that, and then.
Why you didn't want to do it at first?
Just too much heat, too much culture pressure, not enough time to get into the character, and because they was ready to go like right there, and I was like, nah, it's okay. And like,
so you told Puff, nah, I'm not doing it, I'm a pass.
Yeah, but because it was like it was really in honor of the East. You know what I mean?
What does Puff say? Because Puff don't take no.
You know what? He was kind of gracious. He was like, yo, all right, well. Maybe not this one, but maybe we'll connect on another one. And somehow, I don't know, it was a third call, second call, and he called, and I was like, me and my wife was like, well, maybe this is a sign, maybe this is a divine sign. And so we was like, I think we pray, it's supposed to do this, and we went forward.
I know you're here to promote, the crossover for Disney Plus, but I've been watching you for so many years, so I'm really a fan. My favorite Derek Luke movie, the movie that introduced me to Derek Luke, was Antoine Fisher.
Oh, word? Okay.
And Antoine Fisher was so powerful for me at the time because, I got touched on by a woman in my family, when I was like 8 years old, right? And I never had seen that portrayed in a film in that way.
Yeah.
Was that a hard role to play, and is it a hard role for you to watch and revisit?
No, it's for some reason, man, Antoine was probably my easiest role. Maybe it was because Denzel was there. Maybe because I had lived such a life of experience, and I don't know. It's real easy. I think it's the role that I tried to push away from because I'm like, well, what do I do now? Like what's my legacy? And a lot of bios started coming, and I'm like, man, that's I don't want to do that because I came to LA to do slapstick. I came to
do comedy. You were?
Yeah, to have a show like Martin.
Wow.
I didn't come to do. I wasn't interested in movies. I just wanted a TV show, make $100,000, and just rock. You know what I mean? And that wasn't what God had for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, most comedians are great at drama, though.
Word? Yeah.
If you think about it,
yeah. They had that dual levels. Yeah, for sure.
And you don't got to answer this because it might be too personal, but I just always wondered how much experience did you have with that role? Because when I saw that, I'm like, God, that is I know that feeling that he's going through, and I hadn't seen nobody even present that on camera until that movie, and then Tyler Perry when he was on Oprah talking about a woman in his family touching him.
I had personal experience with it. I don't know that I connected the triggers and traumas from my experience to Antoine. I think part of the emotions that came out was more of a cry that I had to God about who I was, what my purpose was. And because I'm looking at Sydney, I'm looking at Denzel, and I wanted to be to my generation what they was to theirs. And I wasn't sure how you do that. I didn't have the stage training. I didn't have all that. And I felt like one of the things that I realized, and like you hear the hip hop, like we had a lot of commonality, like no fathers present. And a lot of that for me came out from like not having a father, not having a guardian. So it was, I do have personal experience, but I felt like it was coming from like a deeper soul searching place to find my place in the world in acting.
And it was based on a true story, and that's why I love it so much, because it's like, man, the world be so hard on black men, and some people might just look at that character, Antoine, and he wasn't a character, a real person, but Antoine is being violent, and temperamental for no reason, but there's a whole backstory as to how a person becomes like that.
That's crazy, because I met this producer right after I did it, and he said something to me interesting. He was like, yo, I really respect how Denzel directed that and directed you, he says, because if I directed that, I would have probably try to make you a little more passive. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah. He was like, I saw it and I felt like the character was, strong, and I wouldn't have had that take. And he was like, I learned a lot from that. And so when you were saying about black men in the world and what we deal with, that triggered that conversation I had with this producer.
You feel like that film was slept on? Because I do. I feel like that's like upper echelon filmmaking. And I think we should hold that film in higher regard.
Yeah, I think it's if anything, it was an early film that helped us, dive deep into what our hurts are, and but creatively, it was my first joint. I had so much more to learn. So,
is it hard to watch because you might just feel like you wasn't good in the movie? You weren't great, by the way.
I just, I kind of let people make their own decision. And, I keep hearing like, Denzel, like, I think I asked him before, I was like, yo, what's your favorite movie? He was like, The Next. So I took that mentality on, like, forget that, let me try to figure out what's next for me.
All right, we got more with Derek Luke when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with actor Derek Luke. How was working with Denzel?
Amazing, man. It's like
because that was your first film, and he was Denzel.
Yeah, and he had just won for Training Day, and
were you nervous?
He reminded me like of my uncles. And he never had that. He never like created a space where I'm Mr. Washington. Because when I first walked into the audition, he was like, "Yo, I'm Denzel," and I was like, I kind of like made the smirk, like, "Yo, I know." He was like, "Well, not everybody watch movies," so I was like, "Dang, he's mad, he's down to earth." But Denzel, to me, he's like the Phil Jackson behind the camera, man. Yeah.
Speaking of Phil Jackson, you play a father coach. In the crossover, right?
Yeah. The crossover's a movie that you're up here for.
Yeah.
What attracted you to that role?
The Family Unit.
Okay.
I think, since I was a kid, I was always like sentimental. I always like admired the family, and I didn't think that there was enough family represented on screen. And I thought it was a great opportunity because I always was looking for a mentor, or I was a mentee chasing a mentor, to be in the role of a mentor, and influencing your mentees. I just thought it'd be interesting, to take that on.
Are you familiar with the book?
Nah, and that's what excited me too, because there was that book is credited with like 2 million kids reading it, Newbery winner, and one of the like plugs of the book is that kids who normally didn't read started reading. And I grew up like a lot of us in the inner city, and like until my last year, I would hear people talk about a high school. I went to a more diverse school. They were like, yo, I read this book this weekend. I'm like, you read a whole book in the weekend? I'm like what? And I thought like how many kids that was left back in the hood. I was like, yo, there was no prerequisite. There was no culture of like reading. And I'm like, man, that's the difference. That's where we at.
Damn.
But nah, I don't remember that. So I kind of felt like, the crossover would be a good. I kind of felt like, the crossover would be a good sports family. I thought it was like a good antidote.
Now LeBron produced this, right?
Yeah.
How hands-on was LeBron with this?
Well, his two producers was on set. He wasn't on set. It was just the fact of his legacy and what his name meant to the project. Yeah.
Did you ever play sports? You got them big ass hands.
Oh, no,
you was slapping people, or you was playing football or something? Boxing, something?
Nah, man. I came more athletic as I started getting into acting. My mom didn't want us to play. My brother got tackled. My older brother got tackled when he was a teenager. Dude broke both his hips, so my mom was like, no sports.
Damn.
So hold on, Derek. You didn't read. You didn't play sports. How did you escape the hood, sir? Hey, do tell.
Hey, man, it was, that classic mom. This is my house. He was required to go to church.
Right.
And, just, and watching videos. Watching videos after work. Didn't want to go to the club because, Heineken costs like $6 and I'm only making like $150.
You from Jersey, right?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey.
Okay, what part?
Jersey City.
Jersey City.
Okay.
So, I went to the club. I'm holding the Heineken, trying to keep it warm. Trying to keep it cool. So, the suds don't go out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, wait, I had to get $6 to get here for gas. I had to put this whole joint on layaway. I'm like, nah, this ain't for me, man. I'm go to Peppermint Lounge, get me some food, and rent a movie. I'm good.
Now you still got to audition for parts, or you don't audition anymore?
When it's parts where maybe it's something that I didn't show, or a part where you about going to another level. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody just sent me something with De Niro, and I was just like, nah, it ain't for me. And
damn. Some people will see the name and be like, "Oh, De Niro, I got to do this."
Yeah, no, but I think I'm at the part, like in my career, where I let other people drive, and for a long time, people used to say, "Yo, it's all about pedigree." But I would do pedigree, but it wouldn't really gel with me.
What does that mean for us non-actors?
Well, pedigree is just like who you in the scene with, or who's your cast. Mm-hmm. A lot of times, like, I thought it was artistic, but it wasn't culturally relevant.
Gotcha.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at now. I want to do both.
I was gonna ask, is there any part that you decided not to do that it was like, damn, I should have did that later, or a part that just blew up, you was like, damn, I missed that one?
There's a couple, but I think the more, because that other actor that did, because that other actor that did it, man, he did a great job. But I knew coming.
But maybe it just wasn't for you. And then
it is exactly.
So what movie was that? Just wasn't for you that took off? It was like, damn.
Terrence Howard used to always say, and I know Terrence, but Terrence used to like sometimes talk about Antoine Fisher, and a lot of people was passionate about that joint. Well. What's the joint he did? The pimp joint.
Hustle and Flow.
Now,
are you supposed to be the pimp?
Nah, because you get sent these scripts early. I'm like, nah, G, that ain't like. I'm not even interested.
He was like, I ain't did it.
I'm not even interested. Ain't nothing about that. And with Terrence bodied that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He bodied it. So
you were supposed to do Hustle and Flow.
Nah, G.
I couldn't see nobody else doing Hustle and Flow but Terrence.
I can't even lie. There you go. Yeah. There you go.
You can't say mine.
Yeah, mine.
Mine.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And so it's that respect. Like, I heard a couple of dudes be like, yo, man, like, I wanted to do Antoine. I just don't say nothing. I'm like,
nah, that was your role.
I'm like,
that was your
role.
Word.
I'm like, I get it. But Hustle and Flow, man, that ain't me.
Mm-hmm. One more thing. I know you got an independent film coming out called Rare Objects with Katie Holmes. What do you enjoy more, the indie films or big blockbuster stuff like The Crossover?
I like Rare Objects because I like both, but indie films, you got that freedom. Mm-hmm. And then, with Katie, she's an actor and she creates this, environment that you can fly. And
y'all worked together a few times.
Yeah. And it's not the typical studio projects that come at you. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's the dope about the independent space.
All right. Yeah. You got to come back up here and build with us a little bit more one day.
No doubt, man.
I know you on the run doing the press thing.
And I got to say, it's dope. This is my first time here, but I love the way people react when they say The Breakfast Club.
What you mean?
It's almost like when publicist is here, and before sometimes you're in a retainer with your publicist. Mm-hmm. And, coming on, we were discussing like mass, cultural, and, and sort of business markets. Mm-hmm. And what's interesting is that so many people talk about y'all in this regard. And I love the fact that, like, talent has to come through here. Mm-hmm. It has to come through your gift. Mm-hmm. And when people come through here, it's almost like a crowning on them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
And so I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got, y'all have that respect. You know what I mean?
And it's black.
And it's black.
Yeah.
And so I just blessings to y'all
Appreciate
on that.
Yeah, I want you to come back just so we can dig into your career a little more. It's actually our fault because we ran a little over on it.
It's all good.
Another interview, but thank you, man, for coming.
Appreciate definitely. Thank you, man. And good luck with everything.
Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. And make sure you check out The Crossover.
That's right.
On Disney Plus, starring Derek Luke.
That's right. It's Derek Luke. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
This Monday shouldn't be so eventful.
Yeah.
Okay, it's supposed to be just a regular Monday. I just like to start my week with ease.
That's right.
All right? But it is easy. It ain't hard.
No.
It's our first day on BET and VH1.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Our guest co-host was supposed to be Jess Hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's across the street, but she ate somewhere last night.
Yeah.
She said she had some seafood that upset her tummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. She couldn't stay off the toilet.
We've all been there before, though.
Yeah, you that happened to you. You had diarrhea up here one day.
I don't let diarrhea stop me from nothing. If I gotta go, we go. Just show me where the closest bathroom is.
I told her we got the private bathroom for her, but she said she didn't want to look on. Well, you know what? We should just call her.
You want to call her?
Let's call her.
All right, well, let's call her. Let's call Jess, see if she answers.
Hello?
Jessica Robin Moore.
Yo.
What you doing?
Come on, chill out.
What you doing?
It's not a joke, bro.
No. What happened? You really got bubble guts?
How you feeling?
Yeah, what the f***? Like, yeah. What
you on there? Oh, everybody, Jess was supposed to be our guest host this morning.
Jess Hilarious was supposed to be.
But she didn't make it, so we decided to call her.
Yeah, Jessica told us this morning that, she texted me. She said, hey, bro, I'm on the toilet, butt loose. Stomach really messed up. Not even playing.
Said that. Never said that. Yo, it's the seafood that's messing with the seafood in Jersey. I'm not ever doing it again.
How you from Maryland, but you can't handle seafood? You from Baltimore?
From another place. It's not good.
So is this the first time you had a bad reaction to seafood and your butt's loose like that?
When it's my butt is not loose. What is going on? What is going on? Like,
so why are you afraid to sit in the studio?
Because I don't want to fart. I don't.
What do you mean? We've already told people that something is up with your stomach. They're going to understand.
Why would you do that? Why would you? You could have lied and said something else.
Why? For what? You right across the street.
Yo,
we got everything on your rider. Everything you asked for, too.
That's right.
Yep. It's BET and VH1. They there. They waiting for me.
BET and VH1 right here waiting on you. And you across the street on the toilet.
Yo, this is embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
Have you ever missed
Because we on the air. You gonna call me all these listeners, yo.
So, all right. So you got a little brown juice running down your leg right now. But is this the only time you've ever missed something because of diarrhea?
No.
Oh, so you had the diarrhea problem before?
Yeah, just once before.
So do you have in any of your contracts that, like because of weather or, inclement weather, inclement booty do, you know what I mean, diarrhea, something like that?
No.
What?
I don't never know when it's going to happen. But one day I had to be on set, and I had to go I was on the toilet real bad, man. And I couldn't film. It was bad.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we're going to make this a topic.
Also, too,
it's not even about me being on the toilet. It's about the discomfort in my stomach on camera. I cannot be looking like my stomach hurts.
You make wild faces all the time anyway, Jess. People are not going to know the difference. And people will feel your pain because they'll be looking at you like, oh, I done been in that position before.
That's right, yeah.
I can't believe y'all told everybody.
We're going to make this a topic, though. I think we should make this a topic.
I want everybody to bring Jess Hilarious and Pepto-Bismol this Saturday because, Jess is going to be hosting the Black Effect Podcast Festival, which as of Friday, it was only 200 tickets left, so it might be sold out now. But bring her some Pepto-Bismol to the Pullman Yards in Atlanta on Saturday.
If you want a picture with Jess, bring her some Pepto-Bismol. I like that.
Shut up. Make sure you get your tickets. April 22nd, y'all. Make sure.
Now, I think we should make this a topic next hour. 800-585-1051. Have you ever missed something because of diarrhea? Because of a loose booty, have you ever missed a job, a date, a game, or whatever it may be because you had a little loose booty and you had a little diarrhea coming out? I think we should do that next hour.
I agree.
Yo, get off my phone, yo. I can't deal with this.
I hope you got enough toilet tissue.
I do.
And I hope your hotel ain't got no bidet either.
If they don't,
good.
This is what y'all put me in.
Good.
Nick Cannon put me in better hotels than this.
Bye, Jess.
Peace.
Bye. Goodbye.
All right, when we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to talk about Pete Davidson. Now, he says he doesn't understand the hype about his penis size. Charlamagne?
What that got to do with me? Ain't got nothing to do with me.
We'll talk about it when we come back.
I guess it does because I was talking to him.
We'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Wheezy F, baby.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Right. On the Breakfast Club.
Now, Lil Wayne was in New York over the weekend. He was actually performing at the Apollo Theater in Manhattan, in Harlem, I should say. And, of course, he's in Harlem, so it was only right for him to bring out Cameron to do Touch It or Not.
Ooh.
That's right. You gonna suck it or not? Mother. To another sucker.
Such a classic record.
Wanna rock my mic?
Hot like. Yes.
Why can't you say suck it or not?
The clean version is Touch It or Not.
But he can say suck it.
That's one person I would love to see on the Breakfast Club that we've never interviewed. Lil Wayne.
He ain't messing with you. You think 50 can beat him in the verses?
Now, one time he did say he was going to come up here, but
that was before you said 50 could beat him in the verses.
He knows 50's my guy.
By the way, I saw a lot of people last night. Low key, don't think I ain't see you post on Instagram. Okay, I get it now. Because you was at that Lil Wayne show last night.
Nobody's ever said Wayne doesn't have the catalog or the hits or the records.
That's exactly what
I
you
just said that in the verses you have to pick the right 20 joints and it has to match with the other 20 joints.
Hey man, you gonna suck it or not, man?
All right, now Cameron is also being sued. Now this is the weirdest thing for me. I've never understood this. I probably will never get it. He is being sued of a picture of himself. So he had a picture of himself. You know that infamous picture where he's wearing the pink fur with the pink hat? Legendary.
It's what made everybody want to wear the pink fur. It's why Lil Nas X put the pink fur on with the phone for Halloween. It's why Drake had the pink fur on at the Apollo show earlier this year.
Exactly. Well, he was selling it allegedly on merch, and now the photographer that took the picture is accusing him of profiting off of his image.
Yeah,
which is wild.
Yes, somebody has to explain that to me. That happened to me before too. You know, you use a picture that you see online of yourself, you know, and somebody else took it, and then that photographer hits you up for money. I don't understand the logic if it's me.
I'll never understand it because it's your image, it's your photo, it's you. You.
Am I not my own intellectual property?
Right, but so they can use the picture of you, but you can't use the picture of you?
And technically, if they're asking you for permission to take the picture of you, that doesn't mean that they own the picture, right?
Right.
It shouldn't mean that.
Right, and if a photographer takes a picture, does he get permission or does he just take the picture? You never sign off. You never say take the picture. You know what I mean? You just take the picture.
Because it's different when it's like a photo shoot.
Correct.
That makes sense if it's a photo shoot. But that picture of Cam with the phone, that does look like something somebody took when he was out and about.
I don't know. It's weird. Well, he is being sued for that. So they're going through I guess because he profited off of it, and I guess the photographer wants his in.
And you a sucker, too. You a sucker if you're a photographer and you just take a random picture of somebody, and then when that person uses it later, you sue them. Well, once again, if it's a photo shoot, I understand.
I get it, right.
But if it's just a random out and about picture, you a sucker to be suing because you ain't had to take a picture of that person.
Now, Pete Davidson addresses his Big D rumors. Now, he revealed that
what's D short for?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Why you had to sound like something got caught in your throat just now, bro?
I don't know.
You sound like Scooby-Doo swallowing something.
Do we have audio of Charlamagne talking to him about this?
What were the other names y'all tossed around? The worst. Okay. Nothing centered around your penis since everybody always talking about your penis.
I don't understand. It's really not that special. It's a very normal size penis. It's like, not too big or too small. It's just like, I don't understand that.
It's like baby bear forage?
It's just like big enough to enjoy and not big enough for it to hurt.
Okay.
Is what I was told.
First of all, let me give some context to that clip, okay?
Please.
Because that's actually really great journalism. Last week, Pete pulled up here.
Great journalism. You know, talking about himself.
He pulled up here just to say what's up, and he wanted to drop off the trailer for his new NBC Peacock show, Butt Kiss.
Butt Kiss.
Yeah, so I asked him what does Butt Kiss mean, and then I asked him what other titles did they toss around. And if you see the Butt Kiss trailer, there's a lot of jokes in there about his penis. Yeah, like Jon Stewart walks in the room and says, "Hey, I got a date tonight. Can I borrow your
penis?" Yeah.
Yes. We didn't say penis.
I know what you
said peacock.
Yeah. You know, the crazy thing about Pete Davidson, which has got to be uncomfortable for him. You know what?
If you're not going to tell the real story, then shut up. Tell the real story.
No,
you should tell a story. Tell a story. Tell what happened when Pete came up here last week, Envy. When you was in the office with somebody else. Tell him what happened. Just go ahead. It's okay.
Because
tell the story.
let me say I'm not gay, but I just want to start off with that. I want to start off with that.
Okay, he wanted to preface with that.
I wanted to preface with that.
Just in case y'all weren't sure.
So I was talking to a young lady. We were in the young lady's office, and Pete Davidson walked in and said hello. Mm-hmm. So I said hello. She said hello. Pete Davidson said hello, and then Pete walked out. So the young lady said, you know I had to, and she said, never mind, right? So I said, what? You looked at the sweatpants? I did too.
No, that's not what she said. She said, never mind. This is a conversation I should have with another woman.
Correct.
And then she remembered she was talking to my girl, DJ Envy. As Webby said, my girl.
So I said,
DJ
what?
Envy.
I said, what? You looked at the sweatpants? I did too. I'm sorry, I did. It's Pete Davidson.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You judging me?
No, I'm not. Why are you so insecure about this? Relax, bro.
Think I'm gay?
Last time I checked, I was Charlamagne gay.
Okay.
That's what I was always told. You my girl, DJ Envy. I'm Charlamagne gay.
All right.
Okay?
All right.
That's what I was told.
All right. And lastly, Benzino. Why you laughing? Benzino was doing an interview, and he was talking about the time that Michael Jackson called him and said, thank you for dissing Eminem.
Let me tell you, Michael Jackson called me 45 minutes. I was in the Turnberry in Miami. Mike Jackson called me. I knew Mike. I met Mike through Teddy, got to spend some time. But Mike called me on 45. He thanked me because when Eminem dissed him with the fire situation in the video, he started talking about Tommy Mottola and how he started saying Michael's using these devils. Like, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, this was one of the greatest moments of my life that Mike was talking to me. And not saying it because not all white people are bad. We're not saying that. Not all of them are devils. But Mike was referring to the situation in the music industry, and he just was going on a rant. But I'll just never forget that. Like, he actually thanked me because I kind of upheld, you know what I'm saying?
If you don't believe Benzino, then you don't know how the industry works. Okay? Because I've had some random-ass phone calls from some random-ass people, too. All right? I know that seems random, but Michael Jackson was a human being, y'all.
Correct.
With access to phones. Okay? And he also had feelings.
Yes.
All right? So that doesn't sound like a cap to me.
Okay. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Now, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need Devin P. Mitchell to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with him, please. I need all you criminals to listen up and, possibly give me some tips on whether or not Devin was smart or stupid. We'll discuss.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Your company has goals this year. Find the right people to help you achieve them with ZipRecruiter, where 4 out of 5 employers get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast. That's ZipRecruiter.com/breakfast.
I was donkey up the day. Made it.
Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day. I ain't trying to be Donkey of the Day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Monday, April 17th, Jess Hilarious, goes to a man named Devin P. Mitchell. Devin is from Picayune, Mississippi. The M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. Salute to all my folks in Mississippi. Dropping the clues bombs from Mississippi. If I pronounced Picayune wrong, apologies. Don't nobody know how to pronounce that but y'all. But Devin is receiving the biggest hee-haw today. And Donkey of the Day is all about giving people the credit they deserve for being stupid. And I'm always torn when I see creativity weaved in with being stupid. See, Devin was doing a whole bunch of things he had no business doing. Oh, he was riding dirty like Chameleon in 2005, and he was taken into custody and charged with possession of a controlled substance with intent to distribute while in possession of a firearm, possession of a controlled substance, tampering with physical evidence, possession of a weapon by a felon, and possession of paraphernalia. Sidebar, isn't it amazing how when we are out committing crimes, we don't count the charges? I guarantee you in Devin's mind, he was thinking he had guns and drugs. He didn't leave the house thinking he was committing 5 different felonies. Just 2, I'm sure. But here's the thing. Most people, I believe, are self-aware enough to know they are doing something illegal. Okay, he's a felon, right? One of his charges is possession of a weapon by a felon. With that said, I would think, you would have a proper stash place for your gun and drugs, right? If you're going to be in the car. But I have a strange feeling Devin didn't think any of this through. Okay, plan all the way to the end. That's what I was always taught in 48 Laws of Power. Yeah, it's safe to say Devin wasn't ready. Let's go to TLC USA for the report, please.
A Mississippi man was arrested Friday during a traffic stop after he attempted to hide a gun in a quesadilla from Taco Bell, according to police. Devin P. Mitchell folded the gun into the quesadilla when police in Picayune stopped him and driver Olivia Neff for a traffic violation. Officers reportedly saw Mitchell stuffing the handgun into a Taco Bell bag, prompting them to conduct a search of the vehicle, where they found the gun hidden in the Mexican meal. Mitchell found himself slapped with other charges after police also recovered methamphetamine, liquid heroin, and drug paraphernalia during their search, according to authorities.
Wow. Round of applause for me. I pronounced Picayune right. Yeah. Have some applause, please, for that. Thank you. Devin got stopped by the police and hid his gun in a quesadilla. Okay, when you eat in the quesadilla, you're supposed to add guac, not a Glock, Devin.
That's a quesadilla.
Okay, whatever. The L's are silent?
Yes.
All right, quesadilla. All right. I've heard of hard shells or soft shells for quesadillas, but bullet shells, that's a new one. All right. Now, look, I haven't committed crimes like this since in 27 years. All right. I've been around crimes like this in 27 years. But when I was doing my fake thug thizzle in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, I saw people have more creative ways to not get caught. Right. You put the gun and the drugs in the trunk underneath the spare tire. I've seen them, hide the gun in the engine of the car, which I never agreed with. Okay. In my mind, the gun would overheat and start going off. I've seen them hide it in the center console. I've seen them hide it beneath the steering wheel. If you believe DJ Envy's war stories, he had his 22 stashed in his Manolo Blahniks. All right. The deuce in the boot. All right. Nowadays, right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Envy. Some of these cars have secret compartments to hide your stashes in, right?
Correct.
Does the car come like that?
No.
Oh, you got to get it made like that.
Yeah, people usually put it in there.
Okay.
Vehicles.
I still think that's extra stupid because if you know the car got secret stashes, wouldn't the police know too? All I'm trying to say, Devin, if you're going to commit crimes, at least think the crime all the way through, okay? Your plan can't be, if I get caught, I'm going to put my pistol in this Nacho Bel Grande. All right, and NRA, don't y'all get no bright ideas and try to do a collaboration with Taco Bell. Okay, remember when Taco Bell had the Think Outside the Bun campaign? NRA or any other gun lobbyists, don't get any bright ideas. We're not doing the Think Outside the Gun campaign, okay? Let's leave that alone. There's not about to be a 380 and quesadilla combo on the menu, all right? 1,340 calories and 13 rounds. No, we're not doing that. All right, there will be no Mexican pizza pistol combos. There will be no steak, grilled cheese, bullet, and burritos combo. We're not doing that. All right, I have a feeling Devin actually did a hustler's prayer before he left his house. If he had everything in the open like that and the only thing he could think to do was put his gun in the quesadilla, he really believed Future when Future said God is blessing all the trap ninjas. All right. Maybe even worse, Devin might have had one of his people put some good old fashioned roots, okay, some voodoo, one of them protective spells on him that he thought would keep him from getting caught. But I hope he kept his receipt for that because that stuff don't work. All right. At least not in situations like that. When you leave the house and you moving like Devin was, it's just the luck of the draw on whether or not you get caught that day. Okay. And this happened to be the day Taco Bell and criminology collided for Devin. More of the guns you crave. Please give Devin P. Mitchell the sweet sounds of the Hamiltones.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. Ooh, you are the donkey of the day. Yee-haw.
You know what I hate?
What?
Silent letters.
Lasagna.
What's the point? Quesadilla, right?
Quesadilla.
Why have two L's if you're not going to use them? That makes no sense. Just spell it a different way. What is up with this language that we call English, man?
I don't know.
Don't you think that's stupid?
It is.
It's stupid. Same thing with, it's like foreskin. It's like the same thing with foreskin. Why be born with it if you're just going to remove it? What are we doing next?
Jesus Christ! All right, I wanted to play a game. I don't want to play with you no more.
I don't know. I don't know what race he is. I looked.
Oh, okay.
But I'm you know what I'm assuming?
What?
Nigga Bel Grande.
I think so too. Yes. All right. All right. Now, when we come back, Jess Hilarious, she was supposed to be our guest co-host this morning, but because of situations that we can't control, she's not going to be joining us today. We called her early to find out what was going on, and this is the conversation. Everybody, Jess was supposed to be our guest host this morning.
Jess Hilarious
but she didn't make it, so we decided to call her.
Yeah, Jessica told us this morning that, she texted me. She said, "Hey, bro, I'm on the toilet. Butt loose. Stomach really messed up. Not even playing.
Said that. Yo, it's the seafood that's messing with the seafood in Jersey. I'm not ever doing it again.
How you from Maryland, but you can't handle seafood? You from Baltimore?
From another place. It's not good.
So is this the first time you had a bad reaction to seafood and your butt's loose like that?
When it's my butt is not loose.
So why are you afraid to sit in the studio?
Because I don't want to fart. I don't.
What do you mean? We've already told people that something is up with your stomach. They gonna understand.
Why would you do that? Why would you? You could have lied.
We got everything on your rider. Everything you asked for too.
That's right.
Yep. It's BET and VH1. They there. They waiting for me.
BET and VH1 right here waiting on you, and you across the street on the toilet. I feel her pain too, by the way, because I don't like leaving the house if I got to poop in any way, shape, or form. A lot of it has to do with trauma of getting arrested and having to poop in the cold tank, what you never do, by the way. So I never leave the house unless my stomach is completely empty.
Well, let's open up the phone lines.
Empty.
800-585-1051. Has diarrhea ever messed up something for you?
Not even just diarrhea, maybe just having to poop crazy.
Maybe you missed your job or missed an experience, a game, a birthday, or whatever it may be. Has diarrhea effed something up for you? 800-585-1051. Me, it doesn't matter.
Topics on the Breakfast Club this morning.
That's right. Me, it doesn't bother me. I got a little diarrhea. I'm coming to work. I don't care. Y'all all gonna smell it.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
You sharded up here one time.
I did.
And then Envy took his underwear off. This is a true story. We're not making this up. Envy took his underwear off and threw it in the trash can. And I remember the janitor found it. And I think he left a note or something. I'm serious. The janitor left a note and was like, this is not what he signed up for.
But 800, that's a true story though. 800-585-1051. Has diarrhea ever messed up something for you? Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Pull out your phone.
Call in right now.
You call me.
Add your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic.
Break it down.
800-585-1051. The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking diarrhea this morning.
We're talking diarrhea.
Now, this conversation comes from our co-host, Jess Hilarious. She was supposed to co-host this morning.
Yes.
And she didn't make it.
She's right across the street.
Right across the street.
And what's crazy is she sent the text to one of our producers. It was like I'll be there at 5:55, 5:59, right? Then she sent a text like, bro, I'm on the toilet, because she said she had some bad seafood. And people are saying in the comments that there's some oysters up north that have been causing people's stomach problems.
Really?
That's what people are saying in our comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. For myself, diarrhea doesn't. You know how you say sometimes a period don't start nothing but a sentence.
Whoa.
Diarrhea doesn't stop nothing at all for me.
Whoa. So talking about if you were a bottom and you had messy diarrhea, you would still let the person run that brown light? Is that what you're saying? You let him play in the mud?
This is an odd
because the
situation.
reason I say a period don't stop nothing but a sentence is for sexual reasons.
I'm not talking about sexual reasons.
Especially when you're married, right? Whoa. Wow.
Oh,
that was wild.
Yeah, that was wild.
I don't even know why you used that.
I don't know why I used that. But basically, diarrhea is not stopping anything. It does not matter. If I got diarrhea, I will use whatever I have to use to whatever. If it's a public bathroom,
that's a lie.
If it's McDonald's,
you know how we know we lying?
Let
me tell you how you know we lying. We're both men of a certain age.
Correct.
I was born in 1978.
Yes, sir.
You were born in 1963.
That's a lie.
Right? We got colonoscopies.
Correct.
You ain't leaving that damn house.
But I was about
when
to.
you doing
that
first day of
colonoscopy.
and I told you.
You remember. Because I was going. Remember I had a show.
You right.
And I had a party. He was like, Envy, please don't leave the house.
You bugging. If you the day before a colonoscopy, the prep you got to do for that colonoscopy, that's a different. I don't even know if you call that diarrhea. That's a different level.
That's water. It's nothing but
ain't nothing but water. That's it. You clean out your whole system.
But I was gonna do a party. I had a party lined up, and you was like, "You are bugging. Please do not leave the house." Remember?
I should have told you to go.
See,
I should have told you to go and sent Nick, our cameraman, just to follow you around all night long. That would have been amazing to see. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been up here with diarrhea. It doesn't matter.
You was up here with diarrhea.
Yeah.
You threw your underwear in the trash.
That's right. I passed gas. I shot it. And it had a little, brown on my underwear. I couldn't walk around with the stinky stink. So I just took my underwear off and
that's when the janitor thought we was really wilding. The custodians thought we was bugging. They was finding bloodstained things and dirty underwear with doo-doo in it.
There was no bloodstains in my underwear. That's not what he said. Because that just sounded... No, let's go to the phone line. That sounded crazy. Jesus. Hello, who's this?
Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine. Good morning.
Good morning.
When did you have loose booty?
In high school, so my teacher, right? This was like the worst teacher at this school. So I guess everybody had been asking to go to the bathroom that day. And mind you, now this is my senior year. I was 17. I was about 6 months pregnant. So I'm asking to go to the bathroom. First of all, you're not supposed to not no pregnant person to go to the bathroom. But the teacher was like, no. So I'm thinking I can hold on. I'm like, all right. We only got like an hour left of school. So about 10 minutes go by and I felt like I had to pass gas and it just went left from there.
Oh, man. And you was pregnant too?
Ooh. Nasty, Jasmine.
I know that one. I know it looked
Needless to say, I finished that school year online at home and just saw that everybody went to graduation.
What did it look like? Hennessy with grilled chicken in it?
Ew. Goodbye, Jasmine. Ew, that's disgusting. Dre.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Turn the radio down, brother.
I'm turning it down right now.
Now tell us when you had loose booty, bro.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna say loose booty, but this one time I was working for this inventory company. We were doing the inventory at Express Clothing, and it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I just had to go in their bathroom, and I blew it up so bad. I stopped the toilet up. I even tried to plunge it. And it wouldn't work. So I just locked the door and left out.
Was there a plunger in there?
It was. I tried doing it. And so I just locked the door, left out, and I finished the job, and we just left. And like as we was leaving, it was like, who locked the bathroom door? And I just got out of there.
I hate people like you. I really do. I hate people who leave behind evidence at the scene of a crime.
What is he supposed to do?
I can't stand when I walk in the bathroom and I just see somebody else's doo-doo. Like, you ain't see all of that in there? You know what I mean?
He just said he tried. He couldn't
call somebody. You can call a custodian or something. We've seen that happen before. Remember that time in Myrtle Beach when
Paris?
Yes, you know what I'm saying? She decided to eat 7 out of 12 Krispy Kreme donuts.
I remember.
And she messed the bathroom up.
I remember.
And we had to call down, and that person had to come fix it. You know,
Jesus,
and then the first time they didn't get it, so I called back again, and the guy was like, "Oh my God, I was just up there. Oh my God." The guy was complaining. That's how the dude would tell you. He's like, "Oh, I just saw it." Oh, he was like, "What was she eating?" I'm like, "I don't know, sir, but you know."
Jesus. 800-585-1051. We're talking loose booties this morning. Have you ever had diarrhea so bad you couldn't make it to work? Maybe you missed a game. It was just that bad. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Call me. And your opinion to the Breakfast Club topic. Come on. 800-585-1051.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Charlamagne, the guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we had a co-host this morning, Jess Hilarious, who didn't make it to work.
Our good sister, Jess Hilarious, but she will be co-hosting the first ever Black Effect Podcast Festival this Saturday in Atlanta.
Now, Jess is literally across the street.
She's across the street.
Yeah,
she can't get off the toilet.
She just can't get off the toilet. And it's happened to all of us.
Yes. It's never made me not come to work, you know what I mean? But I'm not leaving the house if I got really, really, really bad diarrhea, because it's just too embarrassing. I mean,
but it is what it is. It's nature.
It's not. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to be something. But by the way, even when I got like a really, really big event, like I know I got to do something like really important, I watch what I eat on purpose. I watch what I eat the day before, and I watch what I eat the day of because of situations like this. Straight up. Or like say Saturday in Atlanta, right? I know that I'm gonna be out all day at the festival.
Right.
I'm gonna eat very, very, very light the night before. And I'm probably not even going to have breakfast. Well, I probably will because I'm very regular. I poop every day at 8:30, as you know. So after I get that out, I'm good for the day because I know I'm going to be there all day. I don't like pooping in public.
Right.
That's number one. And I don't want to end up having the bubble guts.
Okay. All right, well, let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is Chandler. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, Chandler.
Chandler from Columbus, Ohio.
Good morning, Chandler.
Chandler, you
Good
had
morning.
some loose booty problems, Chandler?
Yeah, man. I was talking to this girl. I've been finally, for 2 years, finally got to get a date with her or whatever, right? So I tell her to meet me at the restaurant or whatever. I'm running a little late. And I had a nutrient drink right before, and I just had the worst case of mud. Like, I had to lay on the floor. It was bad. So I lied to her and told her, like, you know, my car's messed up, whoop-de-whoop. But really, I had mud butt. So I guess she rolled by my house like an hour later. And she was like, how's your car not working? And I just seen you pull off.
Did you be honest with her in that moment and say, man, I really had mud butt and I was too embarrassed to tell you?
Nah, I started speaking Japanese, man. I just made up a lie. She just never hit me back, blocked me from social media, blocked my number and everything.
That's real, and it's better to just tell the truth. Everybody has had mud butt. That's a moment to relate to that young lady in a much deeper way.
Hello, who's this?
This is Nikki.
Now tell us what happened with you, Mama.
I used to manage local artists, and I had a fight party at my house, and my friend brought her homeboy who was military, so he felt like he could party as hard as my artist did, but he couldn't. We had a line to go to the bathroom after the fight party. He tried to shuffle out the bathroom kind of fast. We were kind of tripping, like, why are you moving so fast? He had boo-boo all over my bathroom.
What you mean boo-boo all over your bathroom?
Toilet? He couldn't hold his stomach. They out there doing all them heavy drugs. You know, rappers, they do drugs. So during the party, they was doing drugs.
Damn.
And I guess he thought since he was military or commando, he could hang as hard as my boys could, but he couldn't.
Did y'all clown him? Did y'all clown him? You'd be like, nah, bro, that's not the way you supposed to on him as a rapper.
No, he said he didn't boo-boo. He said it wasn't him. I only got one bathroom and one him, and he all over.
Only got one bathroom and one him.
Let me ask you a question, right? Why, when you have to go, it feels like it's extra more when you're about to unbuckle your pants?
Because if you wait, because what happens is your first thought is, I think I gotta go, and you be like, nah, it ain't that serious, and then your stomach be like, hey, I ain't playing with you.
As soon as you take that belt off, it's like,
that's right. Your stomach be like, I'm going with or without you. All right.
Let's go to one more caller. Hello, who's this?
Hi, this is Lola. Good morning, y'all. How are you?
Hey, Lola. Talk to us, Mama. What happened with you?
Oh my God! So it was a family reunion. And we rented a 15-passenger van. We were going to Water Country, USA. And we got there, and my IBS started acting up. And water and diarrhea is just not a good look. I was like, yeah, they had to shut the pool down.
You did it in the pool? At what age? How old were you?
I was, 41?
Oh, my goodness. That is nasty.
Listen, I didn't try. I thought it was like a little poop, but it wasn't.
So you turned the whole pool into poo-poo water.
Man, they had to shut it down. I was so embarrassed.
As you should be.
You sound like you're proud, too.
I mean, no, I'm not proud, but when you live with IBS, you can't help it. So I don't feel like y'all should joke on Jess. I will say this, though. Jess with the mess takes on a whole nother meaning now.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I hope that you went and got a job at UPS right after that.
Jesus.
What can Brown do for you?
Doodoo Brown. Hello, who's this?
Just with the mess.
Yo,
what's your name, man?
It's Ace from Brooklyn.
Hey, what's up, bro? Talk to us, man. You had a loose booty scare?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say, Charlamagne, you're crazy, man. But this was way back in the day. I was supposed to meet with Taylor and
Taylor
that work up there?
Yeah, Taylor that work up there.
Our Taylor? Taylor gang? Taylor made it? Fun size T?
Taylor. Yes.
Little Philly John from Lower Derby?
Yeah, can I get my story?
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. I need to make sure this is our Taylor.
Taylor's a producer up here.
Bye. Get out of here. Don't come in here interrupting us, Taylor, okay?
So go ahead.
Go ahead. What happened now?
Yo, shout out to Taylor. But we had met on the app. I think it was OkCupid or something like that. And we were supposed to link for a date. So I'm about to leave the house. My stomach started feeling crazy. So I text Taylor like, yo, can we push the date back to like half an hour? And she was not having it.
That sounds like
she's
her.
Like, you wasting my time.
Hard-headed Taurus. That's right. That sounds like her.
She was like, you wasting my time. And that was literally the last time I spoke to Taylor.
Taylor, this man have bubble guts, Taylor.
Yeah, bubble guts, and you
this
canceled the date
on
on Taylor.
That's messed up, Taylor.
You on OkCupid?
Why don't you think about people's medical conditions and stuff, man, before you do stuff like that? That's messed up.
Sir, Taylor's in here right now. Would you like to try another date?
Yeah, I would love to chill out.
Go ahead.
You would love to do what now?
Take Taylor out.
I said take her out. Okay. Because she's always talking to us about the bunches she be having.
Taylor, this gentleman wants to take you out. Would you give him another chance?
Don't you miss your blessing. This could be your blessing.
This could be your blessing, Taylor.
All right.
What do you look like,
sir?
It
could be a blessing, Taylor.
Yeah, what do you look like, sir?
Clearly, you already seen
my IG is Ace to go 24.
H the GOAT?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look you up.
What is it? H the GOAT.
Ace the GOAT.
Ace.
You spell the regular or like a Negro?
Yeah. regular.
Ace the GOAT 24.
Yeah.
Kevin?
You look like you still got diarrhea, bro.
Is that you on there with your lover?
No, I'm looking at him right here.
Oh, that's not him. Oh,
hey, you from Brooklyn?
Oh, yeah, from Brooklyn, bro. And while I'm here, I want to shout out my podcast, Daily Rabbit.
No, never mind. Now you can't date Taylor. No, you can't date Taylor. No, you can't date Taylor.
See what this is about.
Saying you got a podcast is like saying you a mixtape rapper. Nope.
Damn it, man.
See, you had us. That is the moral of the story. All right. Jesus Christ.
Well, when we come back, we got your rumor report. We got to talk Nick Cannon. Now, Nick Cannon got a lot of kids. You think he can remember all his kids' names? We'll talk about it when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Yes, we are The Breakfast Club. DJ MV Charlamagne the God. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Nick Cannon.
Rumor has it.
Call out a name, or you gossiping, or you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping.
This is the Rumor Report.
I mean, I guess we on the Breakfast Club. This is where the tea spills, right?
Yes, on The Breakfast Club.
Now, Nick Cannon was on the Howard Stern show, and he was talking about his 12 kids, and he was asked to name them, but he forgot one.
You know their names? Everyone's name?
I can name all, of course.
You can name
all
every
of your kids?
Well, hold on, Rock.
Moroccan and Monroe, which we call Rock and Roll. Golden, Powerful, and then Zion, Zillion, Zen.
That's correct.
And then from there, there's Legendary. Then there's
Legendary Love.
Rise. Legendary Love. Then there's Rise.
You left out Onyx Ice Cold.
No. You know what? I did. You did. You got.
I knew you didn't know them all.
Well, I can name all members of Wu-Tang Clan, but it's only 9 of them.
Right.
If I had to name more than 9, it'd get a little shaky. Actually, I can name about 10.
Yeah, I mean, I only got 6 kids, but it's easy.
But it's also probably a little bit difficult because, I have 4 beautiful daughters. They live with us.
They live, yeah.
You live with all your kids.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Nick don't necessarily live with all his children.
Right.
So I can see that happening. Plus, they're young, too. They babies.
You still know your kids' names,
You
man.
should.
You should.
You should.
Kids' names, man.
But come on, it's early in the morning. You're doing Howard Stern show, man. You named 12 out of... How many did he name?
He named 10
out of 12?
11 out of 12.
11 out of 12? That's an A+.
That's an A. It's an A. 11 out of 12. Wait,
what would be an A+?
What's an A+?
I ain't go to college.
What's 12 divided in 11? What would that grade be?
It'd be high. High 9.
He'd be passing. He'd be passing.
Yeah.
All right, now, Wendy Williams, we reported on Friday that she's back filming, but they're saying it's not a reality show. It's not a reality show. They haven't said what the show is, but
we know what it is.
They said they're gearing up for something special.
We know what it is because they called us on Friday. Why are you acting like they ain't called us on Friday? They called us on Friday.
You might as well say the whole story then.
I'm not going to tell the whole story, but they called us on Friday. This is why I don't even like doing Rumor Report or retelling these stories because folks think they came from us. Like you can see something online and it's just online, but then when we do it here, it's magnified.
Right.
So people just be like, I heard on the Breakfast Club.
Correct.
So then we get calls that I don't care to have on no Friday, especially about this type of stuff.
Right.
But I send healing energy and I keep it moving.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I don't want to hear from no publicist about what somebody's really doing and, what's going on and what's not going on. I did ask how they're doing. I did ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, situations like that, sometimes it is good because you're able to clear things up.
Yeah.
Right. So, Nicole, we spoke to Wendy Williams' manager on Friday.
Manager and publicist.
And cleared some things up.
And I said the same thing. I'm like, if y'all putting them cameras in her face and, she's not ready to be in them, then, be in front of them cameras, then, the brother's right.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
But then I will say this, the manager, Will, also said that, he was with the brother that...
Oh, yeah, with him the whole week, yeah.
So
the brother actually filmed for the show, too.
All right, just to give you a recap. So Friday we reported that Wendy Williams' brother was upset with Wendy Williams' manager, Will, about he's saying put her out there and she wasn't ready. And when we spoke to Will on Friday, he said that he was actually in the thing that they're filming, and he was with them for the weekend. If he had a problem,
say anything.
He wished he would have said it to his face directly.
Yes.
But he
Which
said
I
he was
agree
actually there. So he said he didn't have no problem when he was there. It's just weird that he had a problem when they all actually left.
Which is actually very true. That is very strange. If you was with them all week long, why would you wait until they leave, to get online and, start saying, talk about all the problems you have with the situation? You had a whole week to say it right then and there. If what,
Will said
Will is saying it's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, so like I said, there's more to it. We'll let them, put it out when they want to put it out.
It's not a reality show, though.
But it's definitely not a reality show. And lastly, people are mad at Moneybagg Yo. Now, he opened up a new restaurant, and they're saying his prices for steaks are too high. They said a steak is $135 and comes with no sides. What's so funny about that?
Man, that is funny as hell to say it don't even come with sides. That's right. If it's going to cost that much money, it got to come with sides. Sides can't be extra. It got to be a combo meal, damn it.
Right. But I will say that, it's a 40-ounce prime tomahawk steak for $135. So that's usual for a tomahawk steak because it's not usually for one person. It usually feeds two.
Man, listen, everything is more expensive now. Have you seen the price of whiting lately?
Yeah.
The price of whiting is high, bruh.
Yeah, so people were mad at him about his high price steak because, of course, his new restaurant. But that is your rumor report. But if you really think about it, if you go to any restaurant or if you look at some of these menus, tomahawk steaks are probably one of the best. They're about $135, sometimes $120, but they're made for two people. That's usually what they're made. The surf and turf is $68. That sounds about right? Grilled lobster and steak. That sounds right.
I don't eat red meat no more.
And the Cajun New York strip with shrimp is $55. That sounds right. So I don't think the prices are that.
I do fish. I don't do no steak no more because my cholesterol was a little bit high.
Okay? All right.
But even that price of whiting ain't no joke. But I mean, Walmart right now, price of whiting $4.36 a pound, man.
You get your fish from Walmart?
What's wrong with that? I mean, I don't just get it from Walmart, but what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
Why are you so damn bougie? I don't even like the judgmentalness of your face.
Some things.
You get your fish from Walmart? Yes. It's like a bunch of other people, we get our fish from Walmart.
Okay.
Damn.
Certain things I'm just not going to go to Walmart for. You know what I mean? I go there for my T-shirts. I go there for, certain stuff.
Hey, man, mind your damn business, man.
I'm looking for a fish. What, you go to like a supermarket and get a fresh fish or on ice or something?
You can do both.
You're right, whatever.
What's wrong with Walmart fish?
Nothing.
Ain't nothing wrong. They got good Pacific whiting, skin on fillets at Walmart, $4.36 a pound, man. $8.72 a pack. You want to get 2 pounds, $8.72. The nice wild caught Pacific whiting fillets.
Do you?
Okay,
boo.
they taste amazing.
Okay. It'll be like Jess Hilarious. All right. But the People's Choice Mix is up next.
Just with the mess, and my doo-doo is ripped.
And I got to remind y'all, my car show, Memphis, May 28th. Of course, we're doing it for Dolph's life. So we're going to be celebrating his life. So we're going to have Dolph's whole fleet there, which is about 20 cars. We're going to have the Young Dolph Museum. We're going to have amusement rides, jumpies, face painting, celebrity cars from 50 Cent, Key Glock, and a host of others. So if you haven't got your tickets, this is Memorial Weekend in Memphis. We're going to have a lot of fun. So get your tickets if you haven't got it. And kids 5 and under are free. All right, shout out to K97 and my fam out in Memphis. Big Sue, what up? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Mix is up next.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Monday, April 17th at 9 a.m. 8 Central. Me, DJ Envy, and Charlamagne the God host the Breakfast Club on BET. The evolution will be televised on a new set with top-tier guests. The Breakfast Club, where real talk reigns. Starts Monday, April 17th at 9 a.m. 8 Central on BET. Hey everybody, it's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests joining us this morning.
Yes, indeed.
We have Kimberly Page and Tiffany Williams from BET. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
Glad to be here.
Well, first of all, thank you for partnering up with us and putting this crazy show on BET. We're super duper excited.
How long did it take to cross the T's and connect? What is it?
Cross the T's and dot the I's. Cross the T's and dot the I's. I don't know what you said.
Connect the dots and cross. You know what I mean. You know what he meant. How long to get it done? There you go.
You know, Tasha and I, we were just talking. We started talking about this maybe 2 years ago because we've been working with you guys on all the marketing campaigns. Thank you so much for all the support. But we've been working with you, and we were just like, we need a more meaningful relationship and strategic partnership. So we're excited. And then once it got in Tiffany's hands, she landed the plane. And so we're just really excited.
Did you ever look at the content and some of the crazy things that we do and say, maybe this might be a little too far, like Ray J calling in or Birdman?
Have you seen BET over the years? We should be asking that question.
I want to say for the record, our S&P said, okay, should we be thinking about anything? Like, how should we approach this? So you guys are, for the morning time, you know? A lot.
Yeah, shake it up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's great.
We had a conversation this morning about diarrhea. Just a
That's
little,
what I'm saying.
That's normal. Who in this room hasn't had diarrhea? Exactly.
Okay.
Come on. Who talks about it at 9 a.m.?
People
for our air, 9 a.m.
Well, it was in context because Jess Hilarious, couldn't come in today because she had diarrhea.
She's actually across the street, standing right there across the street. So she probably has been looking through the window the whole morning, but she couldn't make it in.
What made BET want to get back in daily programming?
Well, I think what we try to do and what you guys obviously do every day is have real conversations about culture. And so, all the great programming that Tiffany and the entire team is doing, you need that day-to-day conversation and that high-touch engagement. And yes, we're doing, some great things across our digital platform, but this is just a home run. I mean, it really is. And it allows us to, again, just have that day-to-day kind of connection with our audience. So we're super excited.
Are we going to be doing more of this on BET, more original programming, or is it... What's the plans?
Yes. We were just talking about something
just wait.
In the other room, so we hope that there's more programming.
Have y'all spoke to John Sykes about the Breakfast Club documentary
yes,
yet? Because y'all did a phenomenal
job.
job.
We just talked about. We just talked about the
John is on the job.
John was like, listen, let's sell this show.
The real pitch. Absolutely.
Seize the moment.
Seize the moment.
Because y'all did a phenomenal job with the Murder Inc. doc.
Absolutely.
Murder Inc. doc was fantastic. Had people talking for weeks. Yep. I feel like we could do the same with the Breakfast Club documentary.
I agree. I think so.
We're excited.
I think
for us, I think that's what we think about partnerships, right? It's not just about a one-off, but it really is kind of looking across the whole, field and year, saying where can we kind of, the 1 + 1 = 3. I think when we start to get together, so we're really excited.
So who's ultimately going to be the boss at BET? Is it going to be Tyler Perry, Diddy, Byron Allen?
How much money you got?
I ain't got
it. Maybe you guys should get on this.
Me and Charlamagne ain't got that. We ain't got it.
Is that a concern, or is that something y'all think about? Or?
There's a lot of people working on that, and I'm certain. I think there's big objectives around the acquisition, and so we're excited about it. Actually,
got you. Because I don't want the wrong person to buy it. And they be like, you know what? No Breakfast Club in the morning. They talk crazy about us before. That could happen.
That could. Well, we talk crazy about everybody, so it wouldn't matter.
That could happen.
Now, I want to ask: are videos ever coming back to BET, or is that a wrap?
Okay, people go online to watch videos.
So that's a no.
They are not.
So that's a no.
People are not coming to linear TV to watch videos.
I agree. Damn. Are y'all thinking about bringing back any of the old programming, like Comic View? Because I've heard a lot of comedians say Comic View would be a good thing.
We've talked about that. We talked about bringing back Comic View. We just brought back College Hill.
College Hill's dope.
Yeah, the Celebrity Edition, which is coming out again in May on BT Plus. Little plug. We're looking at all the IP and seeing what would make sense to bring back and how can you reboot it in an interesting way to make the audience want to come and watch.
College Hill would be dope, especially deep diving into them HBCUs, because it's an experience we've never seen. Like I tell the story all the time. The only reason I went to a HBCU is because of Different World. Like I thought a Different World was Hampton, and I was like, I am going there. And I just think it would be pretty cool to see some of those students in there and all the stuff that they go through, whether it's relationships and studying and sports and all that. I just think that.
So now people will start going to HBCUs because of Ray J.
What?
Probably.
Because of College Hill. Ray J's on College Hill.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
We're at Alabama State University for this season. And it is really interesting to watch. They take a civil rights class. And just seeing Ray J and all these different celebrities in that environment is super interesting. And we see a lot of the HBCU life. So I think you're going to like it.
I love it.
So what do y'all need from us, man? Other than this? Like, what do you need? What do you need for us to do every day?
I think just continue. Your voice is so important. And we know as we think about even just marketing, the power of radio. I mean, you guys are like the real, true first influencers, if you think about it. And I think just to continue to have the meaningful conversations, I think is so important. So I would say continue to do what you're doing. We've got a lot of exciting ideas, all across all of our tent poles, BT Awards, and all that type of stuff. So I think just continue to show up and be great partners.
Word.
Well, we thank you guys.
Tiffany is the first person. The reason I'm on Paramount so much.
Really?
Yes, because she used to watch me in Little Duval's Hood State of the Union videos. Shut up. She used to watch me in Little Duval's Hood State of the Union videos, and she called us up and they put us on a Nick Cannon show called Hatin'. And that's how we got in the door at then Viacom, now Paramount.
So this is full circle.
Full circle.
Full circle moment.
Well, thank you guys for believing in us. Appreciate it so much. I want to thank John Sykes and our team too, because
one of the three wise men.
At one time, I think they were going to turn power into country. And I
don't believe that.
I do.
I think that story sounds good, but I don't believe that. I don't think there's no country stations in New York, bro.
Exactly. That's the reason why. At one time, we weren't doing too well, and then we caught it. Sometimes you just need a little coaching.
Okay.
Absolutely.
He's just.
But thank you so much. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
And you can catch us on BET each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. on BET VH1, and then on Sundays you can catch us on BET Plus. And thank you guys so much again.
Yes.
Thank you.
What food do we have out there? I'm just curious. What food did we get today?
But they're champagne. So let's just get right to that.
The champagne. All right, there you have it. It's Kimberly Page. It's Tiffany Williams. It's The Breakfast Club. The Positive Notes up next. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Again, shout out to BET and VH1 for having us. You can see us each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Salute to y'all. We appreciate it. Shout out to the whole staff. They got a whole staff up here working, and they had a huge display and layout for us this morning with food and drinks and balloons just to make us feel part of the family, and we're excited about that.
That's right. Salute to BET and VH1. We're actually airing right now on BET and VH1 as we speak.
That's right.
You know, and I want to tell all y'all, man, I'm probably saying this for nothing. I'm not sure because of as of Friday, we had less than 200 tickets left for the first ever Black Effect Podcast Festival that's happening this Saturday in Atlanta, Georgia, at Pullman Yards, hosted by myself and Jess Hilarious. Make sure you bring Jess Hilarious and Pepto-Bismol when y'all come on Saturday. 85 South Show will be on stage. Horrible Decisions, Reasonably Shady, the Big Facts Podcast, Checking In with Michelle Williams, and the We Talk Back Podcast with their special guest, Portia Williams. And we're going to have food. We got the Black Effect Marketplace with merchandise and all of that good stuff. And go to Eventbrite.com and get your tickets if there's any tickets left. Go to blackeffect.com for more information. I haven't looked yet this morning. We don't get that information till after 10 o'clock to know if there's any tickets left. But if there are, go to eventbrite.com right now, blackeffect.com to get your tickets.
All right. Now, you got a positive note for us?
I do. The positive note is simply this. I want you to think about this on this Monday, man. Maybe the journey isn't so much about becoming anything. Maybe it's about unbecoming everything that isn't really you so you can be what you were meant to be in the first place.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?